Hello everyone and welcome back to these videos. There is a part of my Canvas site that I'd like you to see. It's called Learning Paragraphs. It's something I decided to incorporate into a blended learning flipped classroom environment when I was reflecting on how I get students to think about their learning. A lot of the times people think that just putting stuff online is going to cheapen a lot of the students' learning, but after a lot of thought, I put a lot of research into it, making sure that being online or having part of the class be online on an interface such as Canvas adds to how they're learning and doesn't just replace something that already exists or makes it more difficult in the first place. That's not what I'm trying to do. So I'd like to direct your attention to, actually let's go back to modules. And we've seen what these pages look like, what these modules look like inside. We've seen what modules are and all those due dates, but there's something else in here that I have yet to show. It's called a learning paragraph, and let me show you what one of these assignments looks like. And this is going to be included in these modules. Some of these modules, I'm trying to make it once a week, where students have to do something I call a learning paragraph. And this is not a new idea created by me. A professor at the University of Washington, I stumbled across what she was saying about active learning and reflecting on learning, especially at the college level, to clear up any misconceptions that students have right away before they start festering in students' minds and sticking in there. So I have that video in the playlist. Go check out what she says about learning paragraphs. How I've incorporated is the following. So about once a week, students are going to get a prompt, and these prompts are going to be different. So this one is, how does what we are learning this week relate to your everyday life? So this is the first learning paragraph that they will actually have to complete. You can see that they're about 10 points each. All right. And I try to keep it short. I don't want students to think that they have to write a super long. I'm probably even going to erase this or more part. I'm going to be like 5 to 7 sentences and then stop, to see how students are reflecting on what they've done. You can see here, there's actually a feature here that I like to show that I haven't gotten to shown yet, that if I wanted to set up a rubric for this, I've set it up this way, these learning paragraphs, to grade on completion. Their reflections, who am I to say if it's their true reflection or their true feelings, but I'm grading them on a good faith effort, just like the professor at University of Washington. But if I wanted to base this on a rubric, and I probably don't want to because it's going to take a long time to grade, especially such a small assignment such as a learning paragraph, I can come down here and I can set up my rubric, change the title. I can find another rubric that I have somewhere else in my course and insert it there. Change the description of certain things. I can add different ratings in here. Well, I'm not going to do that. So I can add as many of these as I want. I can add rows, add criterion, blah, blah, blah. So I can add any rows that I want. I can write freeform comments. I can hide scores. I can use the rubric for assignment grading. It's amazing how much you can customize this rubric. But I am not going to be using a rubric for this assignment, but if I wanted to, I could. All right, so we have a due date. If I could, I could make this whole thing disappear from students' assignments list as well. But I think for now I'm going to keep it up and see how that works with them. And if I have to get rid of some things, I can make the assignment appear and disappear however I would like it to. All right, so going back to modules, learning paragraphs are not every day. You can see that they're kind of spaced out throughout the units. They're definitely not included in every module. I did include them in the organization of each unit's module. Remember, the students don't see this. This is just for my organization. The students do not have access to this view. If this is how learning paragraphs look like to them, I think I have one due on the 2nd for them. Right, so I say watch a video. Here's a perusal article that will be linked once my classes go live. And here's write their learning paragraph. They click it, and it will take them right to their prompts. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one.